My name's Natasha Lannin. I am an Associate Professor in Occupational Therapy and I'm a full-time researcher at Alfred Health and La Trobe University. Goal setting is really important for you as you are recovering from a stroke. This is because it's your own pathway, plan as it were, towards where you want to be in the future. One of the key steps in setting goals when you're recovering from a stroke is to write your goals down. We recommend people write their goals down, whether they've had a stroke or not, simply because it's a living record of where you want to end up. It's also a great way for you to stay motivated. You can keep them on the wall as a reminder for what you're achieving, and also on those really tough days, the days when it's hard to get out of bed and keep working towards your goals, they serve as a really great motivator. There's a temptation when you have set goals is to regularly measure them. And of course, we want to see people measuring their goals against their own performance, reflecting back on where they've been and where they need to get to, and talking about their achievement with their healthcare professionals. One of the temptations, of course, is to compare yourself to others. And what I'd strongly recommend is that you don't do that. This is because different people will, of course, achieve their goals at different rates, and how much time somebody has to commit to their goals, as well as their own personal stroke impairments, is going to influence their goal achievements. Some of the ways that I suggest to consumers to think about measuring goals are to take video recordings of you performing an activity that you want to be able to do, and then at regular intervals, perhaps every 3 months, perhaps every 6 months, making sure that you take another video of yourself. And in this way you get to compare yourself to yourself, and you're not comparing yourself to others. While you're working towards your goals, it's so important to be kind to yourself. In the same way that we are taught as children to be kind to other people, we have to take those lessons on for ourselves. Achieving goals, particularly ones that cross many years, or where we're going to have obstacles or face failures and have to reset our goals and recalibrate where we think we're going to get to, it's so important to make sure that you take time to look after yourself during that process. For some people, that can be some of the usual ways of taking care of yourself, so getting enough sleep, making sure that you have some time that's me time, massages and the like. But for others, it can involve a more deliberate process of talking to others, perhaps your GP or your psychologist, about what achieving the goal means and how far you've in fact come. It's so important to stay motivated throughout this process, but you'll only stay motivated if you stay compassionate to yourself. Like with any long-term goals, celebrating along the way to achieving your stroke recovery goals is key. This is because it's hard to stay motivated for a long period of time. We really recommend that you think about celebrating small milestones, small achievements, partial achievements of goals along the way, rather than waiting until you've achieved the whole goal before you have a celebration.